friends, it is that time of the month. Not that time of the month. The time of the month to sew our designer mystery block of the month. That's that time. What we're doing today is sewing our block number 8 of our designer mystery block of the month. Our designer this month is Chelsea Stratton from Chelsea Stratton Design, and she's also a motor designer. Everybody's a motor designer, okay? She is a mother-daughter designer. She designed with her mother, Cherry Mercano, and so she designed our block number 8 that looks something like this. And I think I really, really like it. I think it's super cute. With that said, what I'm going to do in this video is go step by step and sew our block number 8, just in case you haven't sewn yours yet. And if you have sewn yours, this would just be an entertainment video for you, okay? So please watch the video and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe down below so that way you can join in on the fun. My goal here is to reach 3,000 subscribers, and I'm only a little bit away. So please help me out and subscribe down below. Thank you so much if you have been following me for a while. And if you're new here, thank you so much for being here. With that said, so let me show you how we're going to sew block number 8 step by step. Okay, so here, this is the block that we're going to be sewing today, and this is our block number 8. There it is right here. And this is what our pieces look like. I did mark my pieces in friction erasable pen. It will come off. I'm not worried about that. The first step for this block is to make our HST. So I've done a little bit of a shortcut. I just went on ahead and cut 2 big square pieces, so that way I can have 4 at a time HST without having to sew multiple times. What I'm going to do now is just put pretty sides together, and I'm going to sew on all 4 sides. And then I'm going to come back and cut, and then I will trim down. So now I'm just going to sew all the way around all 4 sides. And I'm going to come to where it's a 1/4 inch away, and I'm going to just pivot. Pivot again. So for this next step, I'm just going to take my ruler and I'm just going to cut. I'm just going to tilt around and I'm going to cut again, just like that. And I'm going to bring this Clearly Perfect slotted trimmer ruler, and I'm going to cut to what I need, or trim to what I need. Now that I have them all trimmed down to what they need to be, I'm just going to press it, and I'm going to press open in this case. So now what I'm going to do is just kind of press all 4, and then we will move on to our next step. All right. So now I have all 4 of these pressed. The direction of which these are facing are very important because we're going to sew another piece onto this background piece right here. What we're going to do is take this square piece right here, put it on the corner here, and we are going to sew from middle right all the way to the middle left. I'm just going to go ahead and sew straight down the middle of my smaller square. All right, so I have everything all nice and chain pieced. Just going to cut. And then I'm going to come around here and I'm just going to trim a little bit away, 1/4 inch roughly, just like that. And there's really not a whole lot that I can do with this side right here because it's just too little to save. Once you complete your sew and flip, you're going to just fold it back like this and you're going to press it. So what I'm going to do now is going ahead and press it. And then we will still have the same size square. So once everything is sewn on and pressed, this is what you're going to have. We're going to have 4 that looks just like this, and that is done. Our next step for this block is to make flying geese. So we're going to take our rectangle and we're going to take another set of squares, and we're going to make simple flying geese. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm just going to go ahead and press open so that way my flying geese will be nice and flat when I'm done with it. And then I'll just give it a little heat. I'll just press just very lightly. And then I'm gonna come back over here and I'm going to sew my other side. Just simple flying geese. That's all we're doing here. Nothing too special. And I did sew onto this side because I can get at least 2.5 inch HST from it. So I am saving this just like that. So I can trim it down. I can get a normal nice size from that. So I did not waste it. One more time, I'm just going to take this, I'm going to press. We need to make 4 that looks just like this, and I have all 4 completed right here. Our next step is to make another set of mini flying geese. We're gonna take a little teeny tiny rectangle here, and we're going to take another square. We're just gonna sew the same thing we just did. Let's just sew that. And I'm not saving this little teeny tiny piece right here. I'm going to press open with my finger, give it a little heat, flatten it a little bit, and then come back here and sew the other side. Give it a little heat. All right. So this is done. We need to make 4 that looks just like this, and I have them done here as well. So that's step number 3. Okay, so step number 4. We're going to take another square, okay, of our accent pieces, and we are going to make a square in a square. So I'm just going to take this tiny square and sew it to each corner. And I'm just going to come around here on the opposite side and sew another piece to the corner. So we're going to sew on our last 2 sets. And I'm going to flip it over and press open. Give it a little heat. So I'm just going to set my iron on top like that. Bring it back to the front and just press. And that's that. Okay? Now that we have all of our steps completed, these are step number 1, step number 2, 3, and 4 over here. So our next step is to take this square in a square, bring our flying geese that we made previously, all right, and then put it like this. They don't look so pretty right now, but it will look pretty once it's sewn. This is what we're gonna have. This is our preliminary inner star. What I'm gonna do now is just chain piece it, and then we'll add on the outer parts. I'm just gonna chain piece all the pieces and then press and then finish it up. This side is sewn on and I didn't break my thread. That's what I mean when I say chain piece. It makes it a lot easier when you're making a block like this. That way it keeps your seam line more straighter versus when you don't. This inner star is sewn on. I'm just going to bring it here. I'm going to flip it back. I'm going to press. And then the reason why I'm pressing as I go right now is because I want my seam to match up. And you don't have to, but for me, I feel more comfortable pressing it like this. That way my seams will nest. Okay, so I'm doing it this way, pressing it before I piece the entire thing together, so that way my seams will nest. It's really up to you when you're making your block. I'm choosing to do it this way because it won't be bulky. What I'm going to do now is just bring it over here like this and pin. Bring it over like this again and pin. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. So I'm just going to bring this, press my seam like so. My goodness, this is so cute. I could just see this being a block by itself. It's super cute. But we're not done yet. This is not our block. We're going to continue on. Our next step is to literally put this block together, y'all. It takes a little bit to get the pieces sewn, but once you have all your pieces sewn, putting it together is so nice. Now, you guys know how I am. I'm going to be careful placing this to make sure that I don't put the wrong thing in the wrong place because you guys know I have tendency of flipping things. So I think that's right. Oh my gosh. This is a cute block. This is super cute. This inside right here, I could just make this by itself and I'll be happy. But that's not what we're doing today. What we are going to make is this square that looks like this. So what I'm going to do now is going ahead and sew all this together and we have our block. So let's do that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and chain piece all of the pieces like I did with the first part. So we're going to come back here. I'm still going to make sure that I have not flipped my corner here. I want to make sure I get it right. And it is. At this point, what I'm going to do is just press. And I'm trying to press open on this one because it does have a lot of seam. So I just going to give it a little bit of touch. A touch. And a touch. Just like that. Flip it over. Pin. I'm just going to pin all of my junction, or my seam rather, like that. Come back here and pin. So I have all my segments pinned on both sides. What I'm going to do now is just sew. Here's our block all done, and I enjoy sewing this block. I think it's a quick put together. I just think it's really, really pretty. I think this month block is a lot more doable. And if you have not sewn your block yet, I hope this video have encouraged and inspired you to sew your block and not make it a UFO. Until next time, I would love to see you in my next video. Bye.